Today we discuss the next topic in module 1. In the last class we discussed about the review of parameters, circuit elements and Kirchhoff laws, etc. Today we discuss about the independent and dependent sources and source transformations. Already we discussed about type of sources, that is voltage source, current source, and dependent and independent sources, etc. In detail what we discuss, what are the independent and dependent sources. So independent sources are that which does not depend on any other quantity in the circuit. That means if we have a source, either it will be a voltage source or a current source. If voltage or current does not depend on any parameter in the circuit, is known as the independent source. So there are two terminal devices and has a constant value. That it does not depends on any other value means it is a constant value in the circuit. So for a voltage source, the voltage across two terminals remains constant irrespective of all its circuit conditions. That means if the resistance changes or current changes, whatever be the changes in the circuit, the voltage remains constant, will be in the circuit. That means the voltage provided by the circuit battery or the source will be same. So this diagram shows a symbol for the independent voltage source. So here this is the independent voltage source, so that it will give a constant voltage that V is constant whatever be the current value. And this second indicates it's the AC voltage source. So the output voltage is a constant, a sinusoidal signal. And the third picture shows it's a current source, independent source. So here first one is the independent voltage source, DC voltage source, and second one is independent AC voltage source, and third one is independent current source. So the strength of the voltage or current is not changed by any variation in the connected network. The source is said to be either independent voltage source or current source. So these are the some notations that we are using. So this battery, in general we will denote it as plus minus. If it is a DC, it will be denoted by using a battery. These two are the sign conventions that we used in the circuits. So here the power will be constant or voltage will be constant for independent sources. Keep in mind, for an independent source the value of voltage or current is fixed and it is not adjustable. That is the independent source. Is it clear? So next is independent voltage source. Already we discussed this. For example, it's a dry cell or a battery, DC battery. Independent voltage sources provide almost constant voltage irrespective of different circuit elements. So whatever be the load, the voltage provided by the source will be same. That is the meaning of irrespective of different circuit elements. Okay, so it's a well-known example for independent sources, a battery. So next is an independent current source. You might have seen the battery independent voltage source in our daily use, but current sources we are seldom used. This is an example for independent current source. And that current source, independent current source, means it's a current source. It terminals, whatever you are connected its terminals, it provides a constant current. While there will be a device that reasonably model current sources, these devices are not as familiar as batteries. These current sources will be used in our laboratory or in some practical application. It's not be used in daily use, but the independent voltage source such as battery will be has become familiar with all of us, right? So here the diagram shows the symbol for circuit symbol for current source, independent current sources. First one is DC and second one is AC. So next is dependent voltage and current sources. As the name word indicate dependent means it will change the value of either voltage or current depending on some other parameters. That means it is not a fixed. The sources whose output voltage or current is not fixed and it depends on voltage or current in another part of the circuit. So some branch current or some node voltage or some branch node voltage current etc. will depends on the source voltage. That type of sources is known as dependent sources. So when the strength of the voltage or current changes in the source for any change in the connected network, and this dependent voltage source we are using we are um, representing it by using a diamond shape. Says in the previous slides we seen that the independent voltage source is represented by using a circle, but dependent sources we are using as a diamond shape. So these are the dependent sources. There are different types of dependent sources are there. Voltage dependent voltage source, current dependent voltage source, voltage dependent current source, current dependent current source. So totally there are four types of dependent sources are there. We have two parameters. So 2 raised to 2 combinations will be the so voltage dependent voltage source. We will mark it as voltage dependent voltage source. So voltage dependent voltage source means it is a voltage source and that voltage source output quantity will be voltage. That voltage dependent on any other voltage in the circuit. That is why it is known as voltage dependent voltage source. So in detail of this classification of dependent source will be discussed in next. So the first one is voltage controlled voltage source. So voltage controlled voltage source means VC VS. So first you note the last two words, that is voltage source. So voltage source means its output quantity is voltage, right? And the first word indicates that output voltage depends on what. Here it is a voltage control voltage source means output voltage depend on the voltage in the circuit. So we can write the VAB is proportional to VCD, or VAB is our source voltage that depends on or it is proportional to the VCD. VCD means the other voltage in the circuit. So VCD is the voltage across this resistor. So the source voltage value depends on this resistor voltage. So that is why this is known as a voltage controlled voltage source. So we can represent this voltage source by using a diamond shape symbol, and the voltage VAB is equal to K into VCD. VCD is the voltage at this point, that is the voltage across this resistor, and K is some proportionality constant. Okay, so that K indicates only the voltage will depends on the other voltage, a scaled version of the other voltage. That is only the meaning. So next one is voltage controlled current source. So the last two words, current source. Current source means the output quantity is current, right? That current depends on what voltage. So it's a voltage controlled current source, right? So it will be a current source, and so here we are using the current source by using an arrow, and it is a dependent current source. So we are using a diamond shape. In order to represent the source. So this current value depends on what? The voltage. So this current value depends on any other voltage. So here also the voltage across this resistor is marked as VCD. So this IAB is proportional to VCD. IAB is equal to eta VCD. So the eta is some constant that is known as the transconductance. Transconductance means it's the reverse of the resistance. So we know resistance is equal to V by R. So when we are taking this eta is I by V. So this eta is known as transconductance, and its unit is mho. Mho means the reverse of the resistance unit ohm. Okay. So next one is current controlled voltage source. The last word voltage source. So the output quantity is voltage, and that voltage is controlled by a current. So VAB is equal to R into ICD. Our source is voltage source. So we will represent it by using a diamond shape plus and minus. And this voltage depends on the current in the circuit. Here the current through the resistor is taken as ICD. So this VAB is equal to R into ICD. So this R is some proportionality constant that depends on the resistance. So in the current controlled voltage source, the network depends on the current of the network. So the last one is current controlled current source. So it is a current source, so the output quantity is current. That current depends on what this current. So it is a current controlled current source. So it is a current source, we are using an arrow, and it is a dependent source, we are using a diamond shape. And it is a current controlled current source. So here this current depends on any other currents in the circuit. Here we marking the dependent current as ICD. So this IAB is proportional to ICD. So IAB is equal to beta into ICD. So this beta is some ratio, that is the dependent current and independent current. So we can say current controlled current source. The current sources depend on the current of branch of another branch. Clear? So next topic is source transformation. Source transformation means we are replacing one source. In the as far we discussed two types of sources, current source and voltage source, right? So we are replacing one source with by an equivalent source, that is known as the source transformation. For example, a practical voltage source can be transferred into an equivalent practical current source. Similarly, a practical current source can be transformed to a voltage source. So when we are we can't directly change this current source to a voltage source or voltage source to a current source. There will be some equivalent circuits. So the voltage and current sources are mutually transferable, or in another words, the source transformation is possible, but there will be some changes in the circuit. So in this figure, we can take as a voltage source and a series resistor that is equivalent to a current source with a parallel resistor. So we can say a voltage source with a series resistor can be converted into a current source with a parallel resistor. Always keep in mind for series connection the voltage will be different. For parallel connection voltage will be same, right? Similarly, for series connection the current will be same, and for parallel connection the current will be divided. So that principle you have to keep in mind during this source transformation. So for a if we want to convert a voltage source to a current source, we will firstly find out the resistance and then connect the same resistance parallelly with the current source. Okay, so in order to convert a voltage source to a current source, first we have to, if we have a circuit like this, that means a voltage source with a resistor. So first we have to find out the current Is. That Is will be Vs divided by R. Is indicate the source current and Vs indicate the source voltage. So in order to transform this voltage source to a current source, first we have to find out the current value. That current value Is is equal to Vs by R, and this R is connected in parallel with this current source. So these two circuits are equivalent. Similarly, we can convert a current source to a voltage source. In that case, this current source will have a parallel resistance that will be converted to a series resistance. So the voltage value will be Vs is equal to Is into R. One thing you should have to keep in mind is for all voltage sources it will have a internal resistance that will come in series, and for current source it will have a parallel resistance, right? So the internal resistance of current will be considered as parallel resistance, and internal resistance of voltage source will consider as a series resistance. So that should be keep in mind. I think you will have a little bit knowledge about these two topics, that is dependent sources and independent sources and source transformations. Okay, thank you.